everyone, it's Debbie with Book and Bujo, where I talk about all things books, bullet journals, and stationery. Join me today as I set up my October reading journal and do a quick little unboxing. Let's start with the unboxing. So I did open the box, but I haven't opened anything in it yet. Archer and Olive just released their Halloween line, and well, I couldn't resist. I had to get some. I did show a little restraint, and I didn't get everything I wanted. I just got some of the items that I wanted. So let's go ahead and just turn this upside down and pull everything out. And let's see what I got. Let's go ahead and start with the little guy here. So I did get one of the sticker sets. I was very excited for that. Get my little art knife and kind of cut through the tape a little bit. There we go. I did get the Raven pack for the sticker sheets. Bring it a little closer here. I do love the little moth, and the potion bottle is really cool. I love ravens. Like, yeah, I pretty much love everything on these sticker sheets, and you do get 2 of them, which is pretty cool. And this packaging, it's amazing. So beautiful. I love the little moon up here and the star. So cute. Next up, I got a couple of journals. So I got the B5, and then I got a square notebook. I still have a couple of A5s, even though I did want to get one of the A5 ones as well. Let's go ahead and get these ones open. Quick little cut on the packaging here. And open up that cellophane. One and 2. I really wanted to get all 3 designs of the notebooks, but yeah, I didn't. I was good. Alright, let's start with the square notebook. And this one, I got the Raven sitting on a book. I just thought it was so adorable and perfect for a reading journal. So it doesn't have any sprayed edges, which is kind of a bummer. Would have been nice to have that silver on there, but that's fine. And we do have the pen loop. We've got the band. And the inside pages, the end papers are so pretty. It's the branches from the front. And of course you have the nice dot grid pages, 160 GSM. You have the pocket in the back. And then of course the 2 ribbon bookmarks with the ampersand on one of them. So I will be using this for a reading journal most likely. And stay tuned because I will have my 2025 planner lineup coming up in the next few weeks. I'm getting everything finalized for what I want to use. But yeah, I love these boxes. And I kind of like that it slides in from the side now. And it gives you this beautiful spine that has the raven, so you know what's in the box. And this will look beautiful on my bookshelves when I put them on there when they're complete. And then I had to get this one as well. Oh, it's got the little eye on there. And I love that it kind of has, the eye almost looks like it has like a little moon in it. It's kind of cool. Almost looks like a little turtle. Yeah, okay. Enough with the box. Let's get to the notebook. So the ghosty was really cute, but these other 2 were definitely much more my aesthetic. So I love that this is actually embossed on here. I don't know if you can tell, the moon right here is embossed. It's actually cut out in there a little bit. Indented, that's the word I'm looking for. And the stars and some of the little dots all throughout here. There's some embossing, which is stunning. Adds a lot of depth and character to the front of the notebook. And then again, we have the beautiful edge or spine with the little ampersand in there. And I love the back that you have the eyeball there as well. And then again, you have the band and the pen loop. We've got the beautiful vines and leaf design from the front. on the end papers. And then this is the B5 size. So here's an A5 journal to give you a little size proportion there, so you know what size difference that is. And then again, with the square notebook, it's the same height as the A5, but it's a lot deeper. And this one, you have extra on both sides, the top and on the side. I did get white paper for both of these. And again, you have your pocket at the back. I like blackout notebooks, but I'm actually going to be using a blackout one, which I actually just kind of showed you. So a little sneak peek, I will be using this one for my 2025 lineup, and I am currently in the process of setting it up so that I can do a plan with you on this one and let you know what it is. Okay, so there's those two journals that I got. So I've got from the Halloween collection, I got the Raven Square in white and the Raven stickers, and then I got the spell book in the white dock red papers as well. And then they had to show the Halloween box, which is just stunning. Like, just this design here on the front alone is amazing. And I think that's pretty much the only place that has a design on the front. Okay. Oh, so beautiful. Yes, there are so many amazing things in here. There's a couple things that I could have lived without, but then a couple things that I just had to have. All right, we'll start with the sticker set first. These are so pretty, and these would look so good on blackout paper because they have the black outline, so they would fade into the background really well. Stunning. Oh, I love this one. The little mushrooms in the jar. So beautiful. I'm looking forward to using these. There we go. And then we have the decorative tape, which is kind of a different box than they typically put them in. It's a set of 4 adhesive paper tape, and it's 15 millimeters. All right, what do we have? So we have the candles, which are so pretty. And then we have branches that go really well with the Raven booklet. Ooh, the phases of the moon. I love that. And then this little castle theme. Let me see if I can find the start. So we've got ravens and the castle with the moon. And then it just keeps repeating. Oh, I love it. These are so beautiful, and I believe this one might be one of the ones that glows in the dark. Can't remember if the washi does or if it's just the calligraphy set. And I will do some swatches of all of these in a bit, once I get it all unboxed. Oh, stunning. I love this nib holder. It looks a little like a wand, which is stunning. And then we have the place here where we put our nibs. So we have 2 different nibs. One of them is going to be a lot thicker to write with. When you put them in, you want to put this part of it into where this little claw is, just like that. And wiggle it around if you need to make sure it fits, and then you would write with it. And I will do swatches with both the nibs as well for you. And then we have a little flex nib as well, which is awesome. And then we have the inks. So we have the calligraphy ink in Blood Moon Red. So calligraphy inks are going to be more acrylic based as opposed to water based, so you do not want to use these in your fountain pens. It will make it really hard to clean them afterwards. So always use calligraphy ink with a dip pen. And then we have the glow in the dark ink, which would be super fun. So you don't see it necessarily on the regular paper until you have turned the lights off. And then we have the soot black. Looking forward to using all of those as well. I love dip pens, they're so much fun. And then we have the notepad. I love the box. They do such a great job with packaging. Oh, I love that side. So stunning. Okay. And this one is a cute little passport size notepad that comes in 3 different colors. These are great dark academia colors. So I may have to do a dark academia theme coming up. Now the dots are a little harder to see on the gray paper. They show up really well on this kind of more black charcoal. But you have the light gray dots on the medium gray paper, so it's a little bit harder to see. But it shows up really well on this kind of burgundy-ish red, which I love that color. And yeah, it's kind of what my shirt color is today. All right, and then lastly, we have the notebook. And again, we have those moon phases on the side, both sides. Oh, and the top and the bottom. That is amazing. I love that. So stunning. Just again, the packaging. They put so much detail into their packaging. Love it. Oh, and we've got a fun little letter on the front if you want to pause and take a read on that one. Oh, this, yeah, I wasn't going to get this box, but as soon as they showed this notebook, we have the embossed bats on the back, so they're kind of indented in there. And then the spine is just stunning. Again, the branches are indented or embossed on there, and same with this side. Oh, so beautiful. And if you're a Star Wars fan, it looks a little like the Death Star. Okay, we have the band, the pin loop. Ah, oh, stunning. I love that. The bats, love that. And the foil bats on the inside and paper. So beautiful. I do almost wish this one had come in the black and had silver sprayed edges to go with the bats, or even the red would have been beautiful, but I'm not that picky. I am happy with how it turned out. And we have the pocket again, and the bookmarks. This one would have been cool to have the ampersand and then to have like a little bat, or to have the, if the ampersand had been red, that would have been kind of cool too. But I do like kind of like the gray, dark gray color. So what is your favorite item from the Halloween box? Mine is definitely going to be the journal. It's just stunning. I do like everything out of here, but the journal is definitely my favorite. And then of course I also got the Raven stickers, the Raven notebook, and the spell book. So let me know which one you like best, and if there were some of these that weren't necessarily your favorites. I'd love to find that out too. So let's go do a couple swatches, and then we will move into setting up my reading journal. I'm hiding my little watercolor practice that I did here to make sure I use up all of the pages in my notebook. Let's go ahead and start with the fun washi tapes that I got. So we have these candles, which are super cute. And I don't remember if these ones glow in the dark or not, but I think they're pretty fun. These have such a nice little texture to them. You can really like feel what's on the sticker. It's kind of cool. And I don't know if these glow in the dark, if that's maybe the reason why they do that, because that's pretty cool. This one definitely, you can feel the texture. washi tapes are all really neat. Love them very much. And then the stickers, I'm not going to actually use them for the sample here because I want to use them for special purposes. So we have the raven and the mushrooms. We've got the moth, and the cat is super cute. We have this really cool bookcase, the potion bottle, the books, the bats, and then the crystal ball, which is fun. And this one is part of the Raven collection that I got. And then this one was part of the Halloween box, so you get two sheets of each. But we have this really cool red moon, the blood moon, and then we have the candles, and these ones have great texture as well. I'm pretty sure these ones glow in the dark. And then we've got the witch's hat, the castle, the lantern, the boiling cauldron, the jar of mushrooms, and then the magical book. I love these. And then the other thing I want to swatch is the calligraphy set. So beautiful. So we'll do a little swatch of each. Okay. I have a little bowl of water here to wash my nibs when I'm done with them. You want to make sure that's sturdily in there, because if you don't put it in there right, it may slip out as you go. So we have the soot black, we have the glow in the dark, and we have the calligraphy or the blood moon red. Let's go ahead and do the red with the big guy here, and it does have a nice little, I guess, a stopper on the top, which is nice, but just be careful when you're taking that out so you don't get ink all over your fingers. So it is a pretty solid stopper in there. And I usually just put it inside the lid so that way I don't lose it or spill it anywhere. And then just do a quick little dip in there. And it does take a minute to kind of get used to it. And once you get used to it, it makes it easier. It's been a long time since I've used one of these kind of nibs that have that more circle at the top. But they do make nice thick lines. Kind of fun. And then you want to give it a little swirl. And then I have an old glasses cleaner rag or a glass cloth cleaner. And I usually use that just to wipe it down before I put it away, make sure it's clean. Okay, and then next we have the more finer tip nib. Very excited to use that one. There we go. And let's go ahead and put the stopper back on here because knowing me, I will knock it over and spill it everywhere. So make sure that's back in there really well. All right, and let's go with the soot black. All right, some black now. I do wish this was a little bit thinner here so it would fit in the bottle better so I don't have to tip it to get the ink, because that's when spillage tends to happen for me. And if you get enough on the nib the first time around, then you don't have to dip it quite as often. And this one does have a nice little bit of a flex to it. Not a lot, but it does have a little bit there. And this is kind of a brownish black. As you see, when it starts to fade, you get a little bit of a brown tint to it, which kind of goes well with this burgundy-ish red. When you get going, it is easier to write. Just give yourself a little bit of time to get used to it. Nice thin strokes. I love it. Then I would suggest leaving everything in this case just to keep it nice and safe, so you don't drop it or lose any of the nibs. Keep everything together. But we'll do a quick little test here. with the glow-in-the-dark ink. I also forgot to mention, you do want to give, before you take the lid off, and so the stopper's still in there and the lid is still on, give it a little bit of a shake, so in case there's any kind of glitter or sheen or anything in there, then it gets distributed throughout. So with all of these, so like there's a little bit of a glitter in there, so you want to give that a little shake so that comes out. Like, don't shake it super hard. You don't want to be like, they're not acrylograph pens. Just a little bit of shimmy in the shimmy shake in there. Yeah. So there's a nice glitter in there. Okay, you'll have to take my word for it. I did go into my little closet with sliding doors. It's a real tiny closet. And these three all do glow in the dark for the washi tapes. And of course, this does as well, which is super fun. Let's start with a quick flip through from my yearly collections and from September. Alright, for series to finish, I did finish Raising Steam and Mrs. Bradshaw's Handbook, so I have The Shepherd's Crown left from the Discworld series. I think I'm pretty up to date with all the rest of these. I'm reading Quicksilver now, so I can give that a check mark when I'm finished. Magical Readathon, still reading some books for that, and The Goddess Complex. I did finish my books for Seasonathon Academy, although I am still reading the group book, The Obsidian Tower, and I should have that one finished by the end of the month. It's a little slow going, but we're getting there. I am really enjoying it. I'm just only able to read it at night before I go to bed, so I'm not getting through it as quick as I would like to, but it is really good. I still have a Q, an X, and a Z to get for my A to Z challenge. Not too bad. I probably won't get through all of the classics that I wanted to read, but I have been keeping up with reading classics and nonfiction, just not the ones on my list. I don't think I've gotten to any more of these ones, although I do have some more in my October TBR. And if you have not seen my October TBRopoly, I will leave that linked up in the cards above for you. I have not started The Heart of the Bloodstone yet. When I finish the ebook I'm currently reading, I will move into that one. Akatar, again, is also in my October one. I do want to get to A Twisted the Blade, and my library has the audiobook, so I do want to try and get to that one before the end of the year, as well as Nona the Ninth. I think out of all of these, The Forgetting Moon, Nona the Ninth, and A Twisted the Blade are the ones I definitely still want to get to, and if I have time, this Savage Song. The other ones I can move into 2025 if needed. Right. I did fill out more of these ones. I got a lot more books than I thought I did. I got it when I went back through some of the ebooks that I've purchased recently. I have gotten a lot more than I thought I did. But Pale Kings I'm going to be reading in, that's a September book. I may or may not get to that one, but I will be reading that one. I will carry that one over. Endfall I should get to in November as well. Oh, the Exile audiobook. I did listen to that one. So I can color that one in. There's one other one that I finished in here. The Return of the Knights. I did finish that one. And then Quicksilver I am currently reading and will have finished soon. I'm going to go ahead and color that one in. And then Autobiography of a Yogi, I just started that one, so I will start coloring that one in. And then these ones are all pre-orders. So we're getting there. Then we have, I'm up to date, I just finished A River Enchanted. Oh, I do need to put Freak Show in there. I just finished that one this morning. And then I have another one that I should finish tonight that I can add in there as well. I think I'm going to run out of room. I may have to add a couple stacked up over here. I think I did that in one other, yeah, like I did over here. I read a lot of books in September, but I'm still not done with Magical Readathon or my TBRopoly TBR, but we'll get there. Okay, and then I need to add Freak Show in here as well. Okay, and that's the first book in the Nightshade cases. And that's by Patty Larson. All right, and then I ran out of space here already, so I had to move on to a little tip-in. And then my Bible tracker, I need to do today's. Magical Readathon, I'm almost done. I still have a few books left to go. I think there's 5 books I still have left to go, and I've started all of them for the most part. All right, and now a flip through of September. September is going fairly well. We're here on the 26th, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books I'm currently reading. This one I just finished today. Let's go ahead and color that one in. Definitely using up a lot of my little metallic pens from Sakura Jelly Rolls here. But I still have a few more books I need to get to. So Eat That Frog, this one I only have an hour left, and I'm just going through it kind of slow, so I'm getting close to the end on this one. I'm 67% of the way through, and I will have that one finished in the next couple days. Takes a little longer when taking notes on it as well. Okay, Heart of the Bloodstone I haven't started yet. Quicksilver I have started. And then I still have Pale Kings. So pretty much just those 4 books left for my TBRopoly, so I'm getting close. I will definitely finish Eat That Frog and Quicksilver. It's Heart of the Bloodstone and Pale Kings I'm not sure about, because those ones are 610 and 568 pages, so we'll see. And this one is a physical book or a digital book, but I don't have access to the audiobook at all. This one I do have access to the audiobook, so we'll see what happens. So again, this one I started. Catch Up Book Club, haven't heard what the next book is going to be yet. And then these are all my notes for Suffer-a-thon. I just need to get them into my journal here. And then the Seasonal Spooky Challenge, I've gotten three books so far, and both of these I got into the second section. So 2 from these and 1 from this one. And I do have 2. I have 2 here for the bonus challenges, but I kind of have one that was for a cult. The Freak Show one possibly could work for this, but I don't think there's enough of it in the book to really count it for that, so we'll see. And then I have those in here too. And then for Master of Elements, I have completed Elemental Studies and Shapeshifting, Astronomy, and Animal Studies. Restoration, I just need to finish Unreal Alchemy, which I'm 77% of the way through, so that should be fairly soon. Be done with that one. And then I finished Inscription for Feywild Cartographer. I finished Inscription, Elemental Studies, Demonology, Animal Studies, and Astronomy, and I'm currently working on Quicksilver for Alchemy. So Ariel will definitely be done with both of her classes, or courses. And then for Karasu, he's got 3. So he finished Animal Studies and Restoration, so he is done with all the Excavationist. For Godseer, he finished Lore, Conjuration, Inscription, Restoration, and is working on Demonology, which is Autobiography of a Yogi, and I have started that one. And then Karasu is also going for Scribe, and so far he has finished Restoration and Lore. He is working on Inscription, but still needs to read the Obsidian Tower, which of course I am partway through. I still have Pale Kings that I need to start, and then for Inscription and for Elemental Studies, I still need to do Spelling the Tea, but it's under 200 pages, so I should be able to finish that one. Right, I got everything done for Seasonathon Academy except for the group book, Obsidian Tower, which again, I'm getting through that one. And then for Goddess Complex, I still need to finish Quicksilver for a Shield, which I'm already partway through, Spelling the Tea, and Heart of the Bloodstone, and then I'll be done with the Goddess Complex. these are all the books I've read so far, and these are the ones that are library books that I've finished. Random notes. And then I was only able to get one page in for the reviews in order to get the rest of the year into this notebook, and so I'm just going to do tip-ins for the rest of the reviews, so I need to finish these ones. Then for October, I'm going to use these stickers from one of the Archer and Olive subscription boxes from a couple years ago, and I will use those for my dates. And then I have some Journalsay papers that I cut out a couple little spots on. That's this one. More in there. And then I have a couple more I want to use because there's some really cool ones in here, but I don't think I'll have enough space because I only get 4 pages per month in order to fit everything in here. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also have these washi tape stickers from Journalsay, which kind of have that spooky witchy theme that I want for my journal this month. And then I also have a few more of those moon stickers that I would like to use if I can fit those in. And then I have this Black and White Poets Society washi tape set that I got. And these are some of the ones that I would like to try and use in there. I think this hourglass would be cool, and also this frame picture here would be kind of fun. And then I've got the script and just some randomness in with these ones. This one's got a bunch of body parts and stuff in there. It's kind of fun. But I would like to try and use those. I want to mainly use black, white, and gray in here. And I have my Tombow dual brush pens. And they got all messed up. Let's see. The lower the number, the darker the black. So we go from N15, which is pretty much black, and then it gets lighter gray as you go up through N65. And then I have a cup of charcoal Pentel Sign brush pen, which I love these brush pens. They're nice and small. And then for the orange, I have a Pentel Touch brush pen, which is that nice small tip as well. And then I have a .07 Papermate Inkjoy gel pen and my Marigold Spectrum Noir aqua pens, which has the small tip kind of fine liner on one side and then the large brush tip on the other. And then I also have my art knife in case I need to do any more cutting out of anything. And then my usual suspects here of my pencil and eraser, scissors, and ruler in case I need those. Let's get started on October. My phone overheated while I was filming my setup yesterday and turned itself off, and I didn't realize it. So let me talk you through what I did. I didn't do a whole lot. I did take, there was a border around this Journalsay paper, and I cut the outside off and I put it around here, and then a little bit from the side to put here. And then I just taped in Becca's Spookoplathon here and put a little bit of the washi tape that I have, which is kind of fun. It's got a lot of anatomy, so a lot of bones and things like that, which are kind of fun. So I've got the spine and some hands and foot, and that's this one here. So I will probably be using this one up in this setup. Well, I do still have quite a bit left, so I may not use all of it, but that one's a fun one. And then I pulled out a couple of other washi tapes that I'm going to use, and that's all caught up, and let's keep going with the setup. Have some more little bits and pieces I want to try and put in here. See if I can remember where I had them. I had that one in the middle. These aren't going to totally fit in here, so I need to decide where I want to cut them off, because I kind of want this one centered, and then I'll need to figure out, I don't necessarily want to cut out the moon's face. I might cut it this way, so this part's out. And same here, because I don't need the words there. So I may do that one. This one I have here, it's kind of my title. And then I have my other Readathon, so Buzzwordathon and Adventures in Aldia. And then this one is my 13 spooky reads, and I will put in, probably color this one because somehow I have it on blue paper, which is weird. And I'm not quite sure where I want to put this moon yet either. Maybe in the middle here. I haven't decided yet. Go ahead and get started over here first. Fun. And let's do a final flip through of October. So we have a new dashboard layout. So I will have the book here, and then each of these squares I will put either the page number or the hours that I listened. The day I start the book, I will color it with the orange, and the day that I finish the book, I will color it with the gray. And hopefully that'll have a nice effect going across this way as I start and finish books. And I'm hoping I have enough lines here. I'm hoping. And then these will be the library books that I read, and I shouldn't need a separate list of books I've read because it should be here, and it'll all be in one spot, so my dashboard and my stats. And then I will fill this out as the month ends. And then my next page is my TBRopoly on this side, and then I have Becca's Spookoplathon here and the rolls that I did for that. And I'm thinking I may go through, and as I finish the books, I will color in the prompt that I got. So like the first one was present, and then I got bone, and then the Grady Hendrix one, and so on and so forth as I go around. I thought that might be kind of fun, so that the only color that's on the squares are the squares that I got. Right, and then we have my 13 spooky reads, and if you have not watched that video yet, I had a lot of fun with it, so hopefully you enjoyed that, and I will leave that linked up in the cards above for you in case you want to check that out. And then here I have the papers from Journalsay, and if you would like to save a little bit of money, I do have an 8% off discount code, and I will leave that in the description box below, and the code is Debbie. And then I have some washi tapes from Archer and Olive. So I have the moon ones here, I have the branches and the little castle down here. And then some other washi tapes that I got from Amazon, and I can leave all that linked down below. The moon is also from Journalsay. And this will be the list of the 13 spooky reads that I read, and it's a spinner wheel, so I don't know what I'm reading until I finish the first one. So I will have that done. And then I'm going to leave this little tip in here, and this is the horror bingo, and I will leave that readathon linked down below as well. And I will do a separate video that explains this one because it is a year-long one, but it's kind of like the Our Fantasy bingo, so I will go over that one when we get to that video. And then on this side I have the Library Dragons up here, and then down here I have Buzzwordathon and its relationships, and so I'm hoping to read Something is Killing the Children by James Tinian IV. And then on this side I have Adventures in Aldea with J. Bookroast. It feels kind of weird leaving it here because I normally would have a review page for my books, but I don't really have that much space left in here, and it gives me 4 pages per month to get through the next 2 months through the end of the year and stay in this journal, because I don't want to move into another journal for just 1 month for December. So instead I'm going to try and squeeze what I can into what I have left here, and then I will prepare a little better next year, hoping I can either have a bigger journal that has more pages in it or have enough to use 2 journals. And thank you so much for joining me today as I'm setting up my October reading journal, and I hope that you have a great month of reads. And if you made it this far in the video, leave some kind of a spooky emoji in the comments to let me know that you are here. Maybe a bat or a spider, maybe a little moth or a witch's hat, something like that. That would be really fun. And until next time, keep planning. Bye!